Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you have never been here, welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Today, we are going to be talking about side hustles. We all know that 2020 was a very difficult year for everyone, and it impacted our finances very greatly. And so for me, I was like, well, what do I do to compensate my income? Or what could I do? I think the pandemic taught us to think outside the box seriously. And so here I am on today's videos. We're going to talk about some side hustles that were or came to me out of the pandemic, but it's something that I would definitely want to keep it going. I'm going to say we're going to talk about the first one. And the first one I'm going to talk about is affiliate marketing. So, what is affiliate marketing? So, affiliate marketing is basically a company will contact you and they will provide a link to you. And on that link, you would be able to post it on your social media, on your YouTube, your Twitter, your Instagram, and the person or your audience will be able to purchase something from that particular link and you make money from it. So, for example, I have an Airbnb link that I always post in my YouTube description boxes. And basically, it's a win-win for both of us. If you are a first-time user for Airbnb, I believe you get $55 off. And then for me, I get a $20 credit. So thank you for who has ever used the Airbnb link because it's helped me when I've traveled. So that's the cool part. Affiliate linking, you get credit back. So Airbnb is more credit, but you have some affiliate links where you actually make money from it. Another one was I traveled to Mexico this year and I collaborated with the Akuma Monkey Sanctuary. And so the Akuma Monkey Sanctuary, I provided a link. It gave my audience 10% off of their ticket. And then I received a little bit of payment on the back end. So affiliate marketing is great. So many companies have this program because, again, you're helping out the company to bring traffic to their service, their page, and then you're also getting a little compensation as well. So it's a great way to earn money. And you'll see a lot of people in their posts, they'll say, it'll usually say at the bottom, I'm earning money from this post if you click on this link or something like that. So that's affiliate marketing. Next, we're going to talk about grants, okay? So grants was a new thing for me, but I think because of the pandemic and because there was a lot of racial discrimination, there was the George Floyd thing that happened, there was a lot of grants that became available to Black people in different various ways. So so when we talk about bad things happening in this world all the time, but I know that some people attempted to do things to correct the matter or show awareness to different things. And so there was a lot of grants that came available. And so I was looking at all types of grants. So I'll just give a quick example of some of the grants that I applied for. And some of them I received and some of them I didn't. So that's it. The thing about grants is it's kind of you never know what's going to happen. You can apply for 10 grants and get 0, or you can apply for 50 and get 1. So I encourage you to keep applying whether or not you win them or not, because you never know what you're going to get. So the first grant that I got was a creative grant. And I was super, super excited and super thankful for this company because when the pandemic came out, they made sure that they provided this grant for creatives like me. So sometimes you don't see grants specifically for creative people. You may see grants in the government, or you may see it for schooling or something like that. So when they decided to go out this creative grant, I was super excited. The grant was about $500, and it was one of the easiest things I had ever applied for. And I'm grateful that they made it easy because literally we were going through the middle of a pandemic, or we had just started the pandemic. So very, very thankful for them. Another grant that I received was from Digital Undivided, and they were supporting Black and I think Latino women. And so they provided $100 grant, which I'm super thankful for. And in addition to that $100 grant, sometimes you think, oh, the amount is like super low, like why should I even apply for it? And then you realize, oh, okay, there's other benefits as well. So once we got the $100 grant, there was another program that was a free program that normally would cost probably a lot of money and would be in person. But they decided to do an online forum. It was like for 4 weeks, and we got connected to like mentors and other people like in our pod to discuss like our business ideas. So I'm super thankful for that particular program as well. Also, there was another grant. So different cities and different states are giving out grants. So please check your city and your state for any type of assistance that they have. So there was something called the LA COVID grant that had, I think, about 6 rounds. And so I was like, well, it doesn't hurt. And again, the application is super easy. So let's go ahead and apply for it. And so I think I applied maybe the second round, didn't hear anything back. But then by the first round, they had notified me that I did receive the grant, like a business grant. And so, again, like I said, always apply. Even if you think that you don't qualify, you may. So just go ahead and apply. You never know what's going to happen. And like I said, I never really applied for scholarships in college, never really applied for grants, never even wrote a grant before. I wrote my first grant this year for another company. I didn't get that particular grant, but it was okay because that grant was actually less than the one that I received from LA County. So I always say go for it, shoot for the stars. You never know what you're going to catch. Okay. The next one that we are going to talk about is being an influencer. So being an influencer is basically, can you influence somebody to do something? So I consider myself a travel influencer. So I'm on different platforms. And so basically companies are looking for influence or people that have a lot of reach to an audience to promote their business as well. So at the end of the year, I don't get a whole lot of Instagram collaborations, but that's something that I'm working on. But this particular one was about breast cancer. And so I've had some experience with like my godmother having breast cancer and passing away from it. And so when they reached out to me to do the campaign, or when I reached out to them after seeing a post, I was excited to go ahead and post. So basically, people will literally pay you to post a reel, a post, an Instagram story, and pay you a certain amount of money. So when you see Instagram influencers, it's a real thing. So if you have a large following, even if you're a micro influencer, which I call myself, it's okay. Still reach out to these brands because sometimes the brands are more interested in your engagement versus your numbers. So don't let anything hold you back from trying to be an Instagram influencer, a Facebook influencer, or whatever the case is. Go ahead and try out for it anyway, because you never know. Another thing that is a great side hustle is creating your own courses. So you always hear people, oh, create a course. You see people selling different things. And so I created a course last year. The course was called Chin Up, Chest Out, and Crown On. And it was about increasing your confidence. And so I was really excited to create this course because people always tell me, Tiffany, you influenced me. I wish that I had your confidence. And I'm like, well, I don't want you to have my confidence. I want you to have your own confidence. So I created the course to try to show people how to have their own confidence. And in the course, there's six modules, and the modules include what is confidence, how to increase your self-esteem. We're talking about childhood traumas because a lot of times we want to fix things and we want to automatically have this confidence, but we have so much stuff going on inside. It could be baggage from, something your mother said back in the day, maybe because your dad wasn't there, or something a kid told you back in, middle school. So there's a bunch of different things that we're unpacking in this course. And because my background is in social work, I feel like it's important to get to the root of things because you can always see what's going on the outside, but we need to know what's going on the inside in order to increase that confidence. So please let me know if you're interested in that course. I'm still teaching it and still available. And so it was nice to have students to get their feedback and see how they liked it. So let me know if you want to increase your confidence. Remember, I don't want you to be like me. I want you to be like yourself, okay? Another thing is, and pricing for the courses, you can charge whatever you want, right? It just depends on what you're offering, who you're offering it to, and how much your audience is willing to pay, and how much you feel like the effort or the work that you're putting into it. I'm going to get my course as 6 modules. It includes activity worksheets plus videos. And I priced mine pretty cheap, and that's because it was my first time creating a course. So we'll see what happens if this when this course continues, or if I create another course. Okay. Another thing is creating your own products. Okay, what products can you sell that's going to continuously making you money? Like, I guess the goal is to be making money every day, even when you're sleeping. Okay. So creating a product. So although I have not, I'm actually in the process of creating it. If you guys don't know, I'm in the process of creating a coloring book, and so I'm super excited about that. It is about, it's about Africa. It's about the motherland. So although I'm not finished with the book yet, I'm excited. You'll hear more about it on another video when it actually comes out. But create your own product. Don't always necessarily buy something else. Like, of course you can buy your own coloring book, but when you see your name on it, or you as the author, like, that creates a whole different feeling. So again, creating your products I've created t-shirts before and sold them before. Like, they were like travel related t-shirts. Are you an artist? Can you sell earrings? Can you sell hairbands? Like, what can you sell and create that people will buy from you? The next thing is, I travel often, right? So I go to Africa, I go to Mexico, I go to Thailand, I go to these different places, and so I collect things when I go. As a matter of fact, these earrings are from Ghana, and this hairband is from Ghana as well. So what happens is, when I went to Ghana, I knew that I wanted to sell stuff, so I got African fans. And the African fans, I decided to sell them. I hate selling stuff, y'all. I'm not a seller. People are like, oh, sell Mary Kay, sell this. They're like, try to recruit me. I'm like, absolutely not. But the fans were very easy to sell. Like, I literally posted them on Facebook or Instagram, and they sold like hotcakes. Like, people are still asking me. I don't have any more left, and people are still asking me, Tiffany, can I buy a fan? So when you're traveling, pick up different items from where you're from and come back and to sell those, because a lot of times people cannot necessarily travel where you travel at, and they may never make it. So they love to have items that they can hold on to, even though they've never been to that particular place or that country. So think about items that people will like. Okay. Another thing is, although I am not monetized on YouTube, YouTube monetization is a real thing. If you get to a certain amount of subscribers, which is 1,000 subscribers, and you reach 4,000 watch hours, and that's hours, y'all, not minutes, then you can be monetized on YouTube, and it works with ads. So let's say if I was monetized, you would probably see ads throughout the video, and that's how people make money. Crossing fingers that 2021 I will be monetized. So if you want to help me get there, please subscribe and watch the videos. And if you like something, comment. If you like something, share it. So help me get to that monetization, because I'm giving you free advice or travel information or just like fun stuff to look at. So do not be afraid to hit that subscribe button. And when I say YouTube is a job, it is a job. It is a job to sit here and record videos. It is hard work. Editing videos, it can take me a whole day to edit a 15-minute video, to be honest. Then you have to do thumbnails. Then you have to market your YouTube channel. Then you have to tell people to watch it and tell people to subscribe. It is a lot of work, y'all. So because it is a lot of work, help us get to that YouTube monetization, y'all. It takes nothing but a click to support and a click to watch these videos, okay? Another side hustle is, I tell you, you guys already know I travel all the time. So I said, well, again, how can I make money using my skills? And so people are always asking me about advice on what to do when you get to a place, where to go, what to eat. So I was like, hold up. Since I'm doing all this, why don't I just plan a group trip? So I planned a group trip to Ghana, West Africa, and that was December 2019, so right before the pandemic hit. When I say we had an awesome time, it was 10 days of nonstop fun, seeing what Ghana had to offer, taking them to the local places, eating and dance classes and different things like that. So that is another great side hustle. Plan a trip. Now, everybody should not plan trips, so be sure it's something that you want to do, okay? And make sure you're up for the challenge. It is a lot. You are dealing with logistics. You're dealing with a different country, a different city. You're dealing with the people that you're taking on the trip. You're dealing with tour guides and drivers and different things like this. So by any means, it was not easy, and I'm not gonna say it is easy, but it's a side hustle that I actually enjoy. And it was full circle for me because my first study abroad trip was to Ghana. So to come back and create a hustle that involved bringing other people back, and they loved Ghana just as much as I loved it the first time. So imagine I went to Ghana for 6 weeks the first time, and they've only went for 10 days, and they're like all ready to go back. So if it weren't for the pandemic, there would have been more trips on the schedule, but look out for those. I still want to go to Colombia. Had Colombia planned, 15 women signed up, and then the pandemic hits, we couldn't go. But people are still asking about those trips, so maybe you'll see something later, so keep a lookout for those, okay? Another thing is writing on your blog. So I have a blog. The blog is called Sweet Tiffy's Inspirations. And Sweet Tiffy's Inspirations has been, I just turned 5 years old. I've been blogging for 5 years. Can't believe it's been that long. But on the blog, you can definitely monetize. Like literally people will pay you to write articles for them or about their product or anything like that. So blogging is a great way to monetize. People say, is blogging still relevant? Should you still do it? Absolutely. Blogging gives you credibility. It actually gives you a website. I've been named like one of the best solo travel blogs before. So you get the acknowledgement, plus you can make money off of it. And you'll seem credible when people say, hey, what is your website? They want to see what your work is. They want to see what you've done, what you publish. They want to see your writing style. And blogging can lead to other freelance opportunities with other publications that are not necessarily on your particular website. So if you're looking to do a blog, please let me know. I've always wanted to like create like a course or something on starting a blog, because when I started, I did not know a lot of information. And so sometimes it's hard. Like Google's always available, but it's hard when like somebody can teach you like a step-by-step process. So don't shoot blog down, keep it up. And yeah, happy 5th anniversary to me on blogging. So if you have not read any of those blogs, I do link those blogs down below in the description box. So make sure you check out the blogs when I link them. And then also, I think, you know what? I think that may be it for my side hustles. Let me know. Oh, you know what? Online teaching, English as a second language, teach online. I signed up for something called Cambly before. So sometimes, depending on which organization you go with for English teaching, some pay more, some pay less. But it's a great side hustle, especially if you're traveling or you say, hey, I want to make some money while I'm in, Mexico. Okay, let me get online and teach my kids today, and then I can enjoy the beach the rest of the day, okay? So try to find the side hustles that still will allow you to travel or travel kind of in between or do something like that. Another one I will say is I mentioned before, my background is in social work. So try a profession where you actually get to travel. So traveling social work is exactly what it says. You get to be a social worker, right? Traveling to different cities or states or different countries. Side hustles are nice, but sometimes you need a profession to help out with that traveling. So you'll hear more about traveling social work. It is social work month, so I'll hopefully be making more videos on that as well. So I would also like to talk about speaking engagements. So speaking engagements are another good way of earning money on the side. So whatever you're an expert in. So for example, I had several speaking engagements last year, and the great thing is that they're virtual, so you actually don't have to go anywhere, and there are still a lot of paid opportunities out there. And sometimes even if you're not getting paid for your particular opportunities, it's always a great way to build your resume for other speaking opportunities. And there's also different perks. So maybe you'll get like your hotel paid for, or you'll get things from the particular you will get perks such as the swag bag items, or it'll give you the opportunity to network. So one of the engagements that I did wasn't paid, and it was before the pandemic hit. But when I tell you that it was so awesome to meet people that I have wanted to meet, have never met, or or your platform get introduced to people that you may not have never met had you not been a speaker or been to the conference or different things like that. So it's a great way to network, great way to get your way out there, great resume builder, and you can also get paid to do that. So whatever it is, fine tune your platform, or just be knowledgeable about a lot of different things. So I'm knowledgeable about travel, about social work, about maybe fashion, about mental health. So I have these array of things that I can talk about, which makes me very lucrative and makes me marketable when it's time to go out and apply for speaking engagements. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you take into consideration some of those side hustles. And please let me know in the comments what side hustles that you have or that you try while you're traveling, or while you're on the road, or while you're a nomad. Let me know about some of those particular side hustles, and maybe we'll do a second video. Or I can try your suggestions too, because who doesn't want multiple streams of income? I think that's the whole point. Multiple streams of income are wonderful, and that is the goal for me to fund my travels. Like, I love traveling, y'all, and so I have to find some way to pay for this money. Pay for these trips. There's an old saying that your parents used to say, money doesn't grow on trees. And it's very true. I wish it did, because I would be outside picking them right now. But unfortunately, since I don't, I have to hustle, or I have to take different jobs, So again, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful, and I hope it gave you some ideas if you haven't thought about these before. All right, well, that is all, and we'll see you on the next video. Okay, bye-bye.